the sheriff's farm, mister.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. And here comes the old guy. Wait a sec. Welcome, digger. Okay, you just continued 200 meters. 200 meters.
Awesome, buddy.
Okay, welcome to Sheriff Headquarters in Sweden, and we just had some things coming in from Australia, and here is Mr.
Rizzo.
Mr. Rizzo. And what are you driving today?
I'm on a 74 shovel.
Ugly 74 shovel.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's kind of odd Springer. I haven't seen that before, that model.
Yeah, it's a mob out of the States. They build a lot of parts for Triumphs.
Okay.
So at the time I was trying to achieve a skinny bike.
Yeah.
So I went for one of their front ends.
And the headlight, is it a new reproduction or is it some old?
No, that's a repo. Yeah.
It's a repo, okay. And paint job down in Melbourne, or?
Paint job was done in Melbourne from a friend of mine, Michael, Mick Design.
Yeah. Only shiny thing on this bike. Or.
Yeah.
And the laughing gentleman next to him is Mr.
Digger.
Digger.
Yeah. 69 Jenny shovel.
69.
She's a pig.
She's a pig. How long have you owned this?
4.5 years.
Only 4.5?
Yep.
So I thought you bought some bike when you were in California.
Yep, this was one of them.
This is one of them?
Yeah.
But this is not the analog bike then?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
That's still on its way back home.
And I'm really impressed at the handlebars. How many kilometers so far have you done with these?
Just this European trip, we're just about to punch out 10,000 kilometers so far.
10,000?
Yep.
Have you made it yourself, or?
These bars?
Yeah.
No, they came with it. His name's Jason, F. Hudge.
Uh-huh.
He's a tattooist out in, I think he's up in San Francisco way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you must be the record holder in kilometers on those. Yeah. I thought it was only for these city slickers.
Well, it's worked pretty well, especially in some of the traffic jams we've had in Germany and, you know, in the rain and splitting lanes throughout Europe. It's pretty good fun too.
Okay. So
whether it's legal or not, I don't know.
So Mark, when did you start this tour?
We flew into London on the 3rd of May.
3rd of May, okay.
Yeah.
And your bikes were already then in England, or?
Yeah, we've got the bikes flown out a week before.
That's right.
So when we got off the plane, we literally got picked up by the mob that we shipped them over with.
Yeah.
They took us to their shop, and the bikes were ready to go. So we just loaded them up and.
But if I remember Instagram, didn't you have some problems, kind of, the first week you were in England, or?
Your carby.
The carby, was that in England?
Yep.
Yeah, that was in England. I made the bracket at
Yeah.
Johnny's place.
Johnny's, yep.
Nothing major though.
Nothing major.
No, the major things happen down the track.
So after you left the Queen's England, where did you come then?
We went straight down from New Haven to Dieppe.
Yep, okay.
Instead of going to Dover, because we wanted to go to the Australian War Memorial in Normanby.
Okay.
So that was a definite and a must do.
Pay respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay. So I know, Digger, you're interested in historic things. You're not just biker thing.
No.
And but what was the first big chopper event you went to?
Oh, Chopper Bash.
Chopper Bash.
Yeah.
How big is that?
I think there was a good more than a couple of 100 people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. Angelo and Ralph, a couple of the guys that run it, are absolutely fantastic.
But where is it actually?
It's in Flanders, but
Flanders.
and it was in
Belgium then? Or?
Yeah, it was south of Ghent, I think.
South of Ghent.
Yeah. Fantastic show. Freezing bloody cold though.
Freezing bloody cold. And after Belgium, you came to?
From there, we stayed in Antwerp with the boys from Eat Dust, Rob and Keith.
Aha.
Been our home away from home.
Yeah.
So you get some new clothing from them, or?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
But is it just clothing guy, or is it how? Is he into bikes too, or?
Oh yeah, they're right into bikes. They rent
Okay.
their own bikes. They ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me as a poor Swede, but of course,
Yeah.
rich Australian guys, no problem.
Oh, you know, Antwerp's the city of diamonds, isn't it?
Yep.
Maybe they were doing some diamond collecting before.
Yeah. After hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then from Antwerp, we went after Chopper Bash through Antwerp, and then we went to Helmond,
Mm-hmm.
in the Netherlands,
Mm-hmm.
and Digger got some work done on his bike.
The first big mishap, or?
First big mishap, because this thing wasn't, we didn't sort it out enough when I was back home,
Oh.
and considering I broke 2 ribs on my panhead 2 weeks before I flew out to Europe,
Oh boy.
2 broken ribs in my back from high-siding my panhead after a little bit of a tipple on the booze. And then, Ron from Iron Pit, he made a new insert in my front head for spark plugs, so I got one long, one short now.
Okay.
He timed it better than what we had it timed at, and he got it running first kick again. But
Wow.
you know, a couple of weeks after that.
Yeah. Okay, now we're in Holland, and after that, you went south, or?
Germany.
No, Holland. We went went from Holland to Gütersloh
Mm-hmm.
in Germany, and guys that we obviously known from before, listening to their music. Digger was into a bit more than what I was, but they played at Flanders Chopper Bash,
Okay.
the picture books.
Picture okay.
So they invited us to their place. So yeah, from the Netherlands we went to Gütersloh, Germany, and stayed with them. And the Grubcare family, yeah, it was really, really,
They were really good.
yeah. It's just like being around family again, which was good.
But so then it was a tower meeting, and cast a culture forever after that. or?
No, we actually, no. From Germany, we actually kept going up north towards here, and we went to Copenhagen,
Yeah. Aha, Kasseran.
and we went to the Castle Run. Correct.
Okay.
Which
Yeah.
is another great event.
And that was a ripper event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real chilled, and
They make their own beer, doesn't they?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
a brewery,
Yeah.
so
All right.
good beer, and the weather was really good.
Yeah, I know they rained out a couple of years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think the year before was really bad, but
Yeah.
this year was really
Just
warm.
for you, sir.
Yeah, that's, we bought yeah.
Janesville puts on.
Okay, then you left Denmark. It's very hard to figure it out. You're traveling. Then you went down for Germany again. Then.
Yep. Then we went to Berlin and had a night in Berlin.
Okay.
We wanted to have 2 nights, but we got stuck. We missed the ferry. Ferry, as usual. Probably just hung over as usual.
Uh huh.
No, you know why?
Right.
We missed the ferry because we had to change the bushing in your
Bushing
kicker
and
cap.
the kicker gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, in Copenhagen.
So we had to do some work on his bike, and that we lost the night in Berlin. But that's
We lost the night.
that's
Yeah.
all good.
But then, okay, you do the tower, and then is then when you go for this Italy adventure on the freeways, and or where are we then in or logistics?
Well, after Berlin, we rode back to Gütersloh
Yeah.
in 390 kilometres of pissing down rain on the autobahn. Nearly died probably twice at the minimum.
Okay.
With cars flying past. There was a big accident at one stage
Yeah.
on one of the autobahns.
Yeah.
I think we got to the grab keys again at must have been nearly 1 a.m. in the morning. You know?
Didn't you post a photo? I think from the accident thing.
Yes, I
think
did.
I remember
Yep,
that.
I did.
Yeah.
I did with the police lights in the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got there, and from Gütersloh we rode with the picture books
Okay.
to Custom Culture.
All right.
Yeah, and then
But I didn't quite make it. I didn't quite make it to custom culture. Well, I made it, but I made it with my bike in the back of a van.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Which was
Okay.
the first time I couldn't fix it on the side of the road.
yeah, that's right.
Which was unfortunate, but
I admire that you're so honest. It's very few who would admit four wheels.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I always try to keep going.
Yeah.
Bit of push mechanics to keep me going, but no, this time it was electrical and ended up being the regulator, so it was something that
Yeah.
I had to get a new regulator, battery.
But once again, your Italian adventure, was that just that you wanted to go down there and take a look? It wasn't any motorcycle thing going on there?
No, there wasn't. No. So we just wanted to go down and see Italy. I mean,
Yeah.
Dig had never been to there before,
No.
so we didn't do touristy things, but we did ride past the Colosseum.
I've never really been to Europe.
No, okay.
Yeah, and things like that. And then I went furthest south to a place called we both went to a place called Benevento,
Yeah.
which I've got one of my cousins is living there.
Okay.
He's from Australia, but he married a girl from there.
Yeah.
So we went down and stayed with them. And
So
then
you
we
were a
came-
little bit regular tourists for a while then?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Still on our choppers, but we were doing the tourist thing. Yeah.
I love the photo from Rome where you were actually camping by the Colosseum, or it just looked that way, or
No.
or inside?
No, well, we thought about it.
Yeah.
I think we done that later in France. Slept in a...
Okay, but then how did you meet the Jokers people? Was that at the Tower Run, or how did they find you?
No, well, I've been in contact with Anna
Yeah.
for the last 4 or 5 months
Okay.
to let her know that that we were coming to the show, and
Okay.
definitely. But I met Ricard from the Jokers in Sonora with Wolf and Jonathan from the Death Traps.
Okay.
I was out there in the US last year, hung out with those guys, so it was pretty good. Good catching up with them again, with Ricard and
But
those guys.
did you know what to expect when you arrived here
No.
in Sweden?
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. And it's probably the best. It's probably the best run that we've had on the road
Okay.
with groups. You know, that's been the best ride for me.
And I mean, we've had good hospitality everywhere we've gone,
Yeah.
but staying at Sebastian and Annalise place was awesome. You know?
Yeah.
Did you even bring back? Did he give you some ink, or?
No,
No?
No, he
they
didn't,
forgot
no.
it.
No.
I thought he marked everyone who visited this
yeah.
place.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have to do it next time.
No, but you said that the mix of analog run and what Fycker
Yep.
Shopperfest, that's something you have been thinking about maybe take all the way to Australia.
Yeah, for sure. I think
But-
we need some better runs that are just long and hard
Yeah, long and hard.
to help sort people out.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so when you hit finish line in a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
then you will be more than 1,000 kilometers, 10,000 kilometers.
10,000, yeah.
Maybe even at 12,000 kilometers, I think we might
Wow.
be at.
So, but have you been riding together before you did this giant run, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so there have been no bad fights between you. You've been
Not one.
No,
not one.
not one disagreement, which has been good. We've travelled together before,
Yeah.
obviously not that long,
Yeah,
but
but I think you're so tired after each day of riding, so
yeah,
it's
that's
no.
why I put up with
Why
it,
put
exactly.
in some energy for fights?
Yeah.
I can be an angry old bastard sometimes.
You can?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But you look so nice, Kevin. That can't be. Okay, I really appreciate it that you took the time to come to Sheriff
We appreciate
headquarters. So, and I will remove my fucking Dyna so you could sleep without a stock bike in your sleeping room.
No, we don't mind.
That's
we don't
excellent.
mind.
Okay, mates.
All right.
Thank you for visiting.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Okay, next stop Copenhagen.
Yeah, to Copenhagen.
Yeah, get your visa.
It's a shame to leave this beautiful country.
Okay.
First time in Sweden, and it's been a very good experience.
Yeah, notice you are smiling all the time, Mark.
Yeah, of course.
Finally, a digger having a smile on his face.
Finally got the beach
Fucking 69 shovel making a hell this morning. Goodbye, my friend.
See you next time,
Have a really good one.
Thank you very much.
Elbow next stop.
Keep in touch.
Yeah. Nej.
I don't know if I would have it on my bike, but it's probably pretty sick paint on it.
Yeah. Yeah, the metal flake's pretty cool, isn't it?